After traveling more than 35,000 miles around the globe, SailGP's fourth season has docked in San Francisco, California for the 13th and final event of the year. In the iconic waters of the Pacific Ocean, a champion will be crowned. Alongside former world champion Emily Nagel and two-time Olympian Stevie Morrison, I'm Todd Harris.
Let's keep our eyes on France and Spain. That's the battle really for this event. Spain struggling towards the bottom end of the line. This is the favoured place to be, but you've got to be fast at the gun. 4 seconds to go. Let's look for the timing. United States at the top.
Ooh, France!
Really well timed, but the French have absolutely nailed that.
It's been an absolute disaster of a start for the Spanish team, who could not get it off the line.
So at gate number 2, it is France, Denmark, the USA in third, Spain nowhere to be seen as of yet.
Spain 8th at the minute, so they've made some gains, but they're still well and truly stuck back in that pack.
Spain crossing in front of the Americans on the right-hand side, very close there, so they'll pick up yet another position, so they're working their way up. They were in 10th, they are now up to 6th. The French bring home the victory in race number 1 in San Francisco. So Spain got as high as 5th place. They drop back on this last leg to 7th place. They need to stay in the top 5 if they want to hold on to that 3rd position in the grand final.
I think at the moment I like where the Danish are and I like where the United States are again there. Canfield on board the US, got the pole predictor, sat at the moment on the Swiss, but it's all about acceleration. Watch the line turn. White. It's go, clear start, superb work. France again have found a way through. Brilliant by Delapierre.
Here we go. Can France get it done? 2 races in a row as they approach mark number 1. Watch the speeds go up.
Brilliant from Delapierre again. What a start. 2 for 2.
Maybe the pressure, maybe the stage a little too big for Spain right now as they drop back to 10th place. The French pick up a boundary penalty. See how close that gate is down there to the boundary, and apparently they have sailed out. So it's Australia, Emirates GBR now in 2nd, France in 3rd with New Zealand in 4th, and Denmark in 5th. Gate number 5, it is the Australians who make the turn. No one near them as they will head towards the line, and their fans in the grandstands here in San Francisco, California. It is Australia that wins race number 2.
Aggressive move by the French. They're sailing nearly straight into the wind. They're going to slow down, slow. They're right off the foils. They've just got round, but can they accelerate quick enough to stay ahead of New Zealand? They're struggling to get up on the foils. They're positioned well. They're foiling. They're okay as we see Rockwool, Denmark, Canada. They come over the top, but Canada's going to sail Rockwool, Denmark off the course.
Off both of them.
Oh, they're missing the foil. Canada. Oh, no!
They've hit the finish mark.
Oh, they can't do that. What does this mean for Spain as well? Potentially a few places gained back for Spain here.
It's Denmark that has to come back and go into the actual finish line, so this is huge for the Spanish.
Kiwis very aggressive at the bottom. They got nowhere to go, Todd. France, they're looking to thread the needle around everyone. It's about timing now. Delapierre's judged it well.
You've got to be kidding me.
Watch for the line to turn. White, have the French nailed this 3 for 3? It's going to be clear. Whoa, it's so tight. Spain have got to stay clear there. USA, great start. Denmark, great start, but France again on the inside.
Quentin Delapierre and the French driving it like they stole it as they approach mark number 1 here in the 3rd and final race on Saturday. But it is Nikolai Sehested, the Great Dane, and the Americans going toe for toe.
Spain 9th again.
Oh, man. New Zealand decides to get away from the crowd. That is kind of the MO of Peter Burley and the Kiwis. Now Spain with a tight rounding. They're ahead of Australia and Switzerland as well as Germany. So a big pickup, Stevie, for the Spanish as they vault from 9th all the way up to 5th.
And meanwhile, the French, unforced error outside the boundary, just pushed it a bit too close into the shoreline, which is good news for that Spanish team.
Big moment there, though, potentially. Spain did cross ahead of France. First time this whole event the Spanish have been ahead of the French, but can they remain there at the finish?
Denmark has already made the turn at the last gate, and it looks like Spain and France are in a match race. And how about this?
Oh, the New Zealand boat, look at that.
Kiwis get a little loose.
You've got to get the boat safely to the final, Pete. I've got to remind you of that. France back past Spain, though. Another brilliant downwind by the French boat. They've got one more leg up into the wind before that little sprint to the finish. What can Diego Botín do? He needs to start getting points back.
Denmark gets the win. 3 races, 3 different winners.
The French may have got past the Kiwis. They have. Nice manoeuvre. Can de la Pierre get a perfect rounding of this mark? At the moment, he's got the right of way, but he has to execute one more turn. Going to lose a lot of speed. Oh, there's a big gust of wind on them there. That water, look how angry it looks. There's a big gust of wind. Everett's Great Britain fly round the outside. Great work by the British on that final upwind.
Giles Scott and Hannah Mills executing to perfection there. They will pick up another position as the French drop back to third. That's good news for the Spanish. Spain comes back with a fifth. So that's where they really need to be throughout. But remember, the tiebreaker is how you do at the final event overall. And right now, France is beating the punch. Out of the gate, it is France and Spain getting together for just a little bit of a hello, how do you do?
Here he comes on board Australia. It's going to be New Zealand at the top of the line at full pace. How's your timing, Peter Burling? Oh, he got a bit early there. It's a perfect start from Australia. Canada are going to be fast on the inside, and there's no sign of France or Spain. Oh, Todd, look at the right-hand side of our screen. That's the French absolutely out the back of the pack, and there in front, the Spanish are off the foils. Oh, my word, the Spanish are miles behind here as Canada lead away at Mark 1. As we get to gate 2, Canada, what a result for Phil Robertson, leading the fleet round, and the Australian boat's ahead of the Kiwi boat again. We've got a grand final coming up soon. Great Britain on the inside, they got the right of way. Canada, a little bit loose there on the left turn. New Zealand are going to be really slow into this mark. Surprised he didn't choose to go behind there, to be perfectly honest. He's going to lose a lot of places on that. And France could be third after this rounding. Unbelievable from de la Pierre. Perfect choice there. Look how slow, top of our screen, Denmark and New Zealand are. It's going to be really tight coming in here. France have got to nail this manoeuvre. Can they get inside that circle? I don't think they can. They've got to keep clear.
Too close!
Oh, it's going to be a crash! Oh, no!
We got collision!
It could be a capsize. Oh, they've managed to invert the wing. They're going to be okay, but there probably was damage there, and I don't know if they were in that yellow circle. Oh, they only have the right of way if they're inside the circle. But look, here come the Spanish. Diego Bultini, he's going to be aggressive here. France must keep clear. Oh,
Spain need to get these points. They need to just cross the line.
You can hear the tension out there. I think it's better for them to make the French do badly, personally. I kind of think you want to get the French down. There's some fever
I think
on
the
board.
French are doing that themselves.
Yeah.
France coming in just a little too aggressive.
Well, they've got to keep clear of the Danish unless they're inside that yellow circle. Look how close they are, meters away. Ooh. And you see there on the right-hand side, we're going to see from the Danish perspective, they've got the right of way. And then they just try and avoid France later, but you see their rudder in the background.
Flex. Well, the breaking news with France having damage to their boat and being assessed an 8-point penalty for causing damage and contact, which means the French, who were in a position to be in the $2 million grand final, are now out, and their day is done.
And here we go, Australia well positioned, New Zealand well positioned, perhaps a little early back. There go Canada, they turn the boat down, and it's going to be Australia full pace. I think from there they're going to be in a drag race with Rottwell, Denmark.
Look at the speeds approaching 90 kilometers an hour as they come up on mark number 1. And it's the Australians on the inside, the Danes on the outside, and Canada trying to make a move to get clean air. They won race number 2, they won race number 4, and it looks like they're on their way to winning race number 5. But the momentum that the Aussies have right now is pretty strong. Another date possibly with destiny, as they are the 3-time reigning and defending champions, looking to make it 4 in a row. The winners of race 5, the Aussies. New Zealand has been dominant, Australia has been amazing with the momentum, and Spain has found a way to get themselves into the biggest race of their lives.
Who's got their timing right here with 18 seconds to go? It's time to wind it up on board Spain right now. New Zealand are going to have one more big push at the Australians. Can Slingsby defend? Timing, absolutely crucial. Pole position sits with Australia, and at the bottom of the line, here comes the black foils. Who's got their timing right? They're all going to hit the line fast. Spain's so fast at the top of the line. Pole predictor says they're going to lead at Mark 1. Absolute drag race in at the moment. New Zealand, can they stay alongside? It's going to be Spain. They're going to lead at Mark 1. Oh, there's a late decision there by Slingsby. That doesn't look like a perfect manoeuvre, but it's so tight. Oh, there's just one turning mark at the bottom of the course here. Spain, they take the right turn. They're going to go round, but New Zealand execute a nice turning. Advantage New Zealand at the moment. As we head towards that boundary on the shoreline there, the Spanish will be able to manoeuvre away, but the black foils are coming as all three boats head off in the same direction.
Here, the grand final, leg 3 of 6. It is Spain barely ahead of the Australians, and there you see on the left side of your screen, it is New Zealand. So who is going to make the right decision here as they approach the gate?
The Australians are not going away anywhere. New Zealand have sailed away from wind. There's definitely more wind by that shore.
We're going to keep it close here, guys. We'll take them on the next feed.
Oh,
good call. Oh, they missed the manoeuvre.
Australia dipping both holes.
They missed that.
Still off
the
of
board's
one.
not gone down. You can see the board's not locking. Oh, that's
Huge
the
gains
board's
to
not.
Spain.
That's a disaster. That's a tech issue. The board's now locked. Big mistake on the tack there. As they turned the boat, the board needed to click onto the lock. It didn't. Oh, is this the crowning moment for this Spanish team? Massive lead now for the Spanish. Can they make it to this final turning mark with just one more manoeuvre?
Keep it going.
Yeah, exactly.
Solid, Diego. I think you've nailed it, mate.
The Australians are coming in 65
Whoa.
kilometers an hour. Pressure is on for the Spanish team to get back up on the foils here.
Here comes Australia. They make the turn, and now it's a drag race to the finish line. Can the Spanish get it done? They've got 100 meters to go.
Come on!
And they will get it. Vamos España. Spain claims season 4.
I cannot look at this. It's not describable. I cannot describe the feeling now. Such a big pump of adrenaline. I'm trying to slow it down a bit. But yeah, it was an amazing race. We nailed the start. And yeah, we managed to keep it up. We were lucky because we broke a rudder or something in the last downwind. And yeah, but we managed to stay in front, and yeah, I can't describe it. It's amazing.